right, thank you so much, Caitlin. Well, summer, it's basically here, right? But those AC units, no matter how hot it is, they could break down, and new rules from the EPA could cost you. Our Heather Sullivan explains.
All right, summer is here. The heat is already rising. We know you're cranking up your AC, and you've probably heard the EPA has required a new, more environmentally friendly type of refrigerant or coolant for AC units this year. So we've got Joe Bainey, our expert with John Moore Services. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So this, first of all, what people might be hearing about is a little concern that there is already a shortage of this new coolant.
There's a distribution issue, right? It doesn't mean it's not available. We have it, and we can get new installs put in. There's just a concern as we go down, how's flow of refrigerant going to come to us so we can install new systems.
Okay, so not to panic. Don't panic about it.
Nothing really for any of the customer base in Houston or anywhere to really worry about, because they're all on the old refrigerant, 410A.
Okay.
And so this really applies to the new install, and the biggest consumption of a refrigerant is not in the install spot, it's in the repair spot.
Okay, but it will, this whole change, this whole situation will affect people who have older systems. Tell us why that is.
Yeah, so behind us is an old 410A system, and behind this box is a coil. And this is the number one kind of fail spot for a lot of AC systems early in its life, and it's due to lack of maintenance, not taking care of it, and keeping it clean. And so as long as I can still get the inventory, it's made before the end of last year, as long as I can still get this, I can replace just this one piece.
Okay.
Right? And so if you've got a leak in it, or it's really dirty, or it's not functioning well, and somebody's giving you advice to replace it, now's the time to replace it. Get out in front of it, because if you don't replace it with 410A, I can't put a 454B coil in here. That means you're going to have to get a whole new system.
Wow.
Right? So you go from being able to do one piece to stay out in front of it and extend the life of your equipment to having to get a whole new system.
Okay, so give me the bottom line. What advice would you give to consumers right now, particularly maybe if they have an older system?
Yeah, again, if you have an older system, get somebody to look at it, right? Let them tell you what the status of your system is. You have good functioning 10-year-old systems, 9-year-old systems that they're taken care of, and you have poor functioning young equipment because it was never taken care of. But get the advice, because you can get a piece or two put in that'll extend and buy you a whole lot of time before you have to put a complaint in.
Right.
There will be a time in our near future in which you don't have a choice, it's broken,
Yeah.
and you need a whole
You
new
just gotta
system.
get a new one.
Yeah.
The old parts aren't going to be available.
Correct.
All right, Joe Bainey with John Moore Services. Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, in Houston, Heather Sullivan, Fox.